Hello, good evening. Here I'm back with another video, and I hope you're going to like it. Now, today I'm going to discuss something which is very much in vogue today, and there are people who are holding seminars, webinars, and even, a lot of YouTube videos have been put up. Classes are being taken. There have been live sessions in schools on this particular topic. So, since it was a burning topic and a lot of people still have doubts on it, I thought of taking up this for today. And this is soft skills. So, today we are going to discuss what are soft skills, why are they important, and all other details about them. So, I'll start with my presentation. And here we are. We do my screen sharing. Here we are. Soft skills, what they are and why they matter. I'm sorry for my dog. He doesn't know that I'm recording. So now today the topic is soft skills. What are they and why they matter? Okay. Now, soft skills. I mean, we know a lot of skills, but what exactly are soft skills? So now soft skills are essential for success in any role. Now, what are they? They are the ones, they are those skills which make up your personality. They make you a complete person. So they are essential for success in any kind of role, whether you're a teacher or you're a mother or you are a corporate trainer or a leader or you are an executive. So these skills are very important for every individual, whether or not he is working or she is working. You could be a housewife. You could be working in the corporate sector. But soft skills are very important in any sphere because we are all human beings. So basically, what makes up these soft skills? These are effective communication, teamwork, adaptability, and problem solving skills. Now, these are the key skills. There are others also, which we will discuss. So these are four main soft skills, and these make one a good co-worker or a colleague. If you have these soft skills, you tend to become a more wanted kind of a co-worker. People look up to you for help, for guidance, or even just to be with you. Because in any kind of setup, it's very important, it's mandatory to have different kinds of people with different skills, just as we have our body. All the parts, all the systems in our body are very, very important, like the circulatory system, the muscular system, the integumentary system, that is our skin, you name it. I mean, all the brain, I mean, your what do we call it? Uh, the sensory system, all these systems are very, very important in our body. Similarly, an office or any corporate, office, these are all big systems with smaller systems working within them. So if you have a diverse team, if you have people who have different kinds of attributes and traits, they will bring a better result for your office. So now these are the types of soft skills. We've categorized them. The first one, which is very important, is communication skill. We are human beings and we have to communicate. I mean, we're living in a society where communication is mandatory. You cannot live in a society without communicating with others. And communication skills don't necessarily mean speaking. Even listening is a skill, as I've discussed in the previous video. So listening, verbal and non-verbal communication. Now this makes me feel I must bring in a little bit of humor. And non-verbal communication, I'm sure all the gentlemen who are watching this video, they would understand what is non-verbal communication, especially coming from their wives. Just the looks, if they could kill. So communication, whether it's from the eyes or from your gestures, or of course, speaking and listening, these are, the most important types of communication skills. Now we come to interpersonal skills. Interpersonal skills mean how to have a good teamwork. It's working together, resolving different conflicts. Now, conflicts don't necessarily mean any conflict between two people. It could be conflicts with your clientele, with other people outside. So all these things are also like to be resolved. So interpersonal skills involve having the ability to resolve conflicts within and without. And of course, empathy. Empathy, usually we confuse with sympathy. Sympathy is kind of, it's not very positive. It's like looking down upon somebody with a feeling of, trying to help out. But empathy is when you place yourself in the other person's shoes and realize and understand what he or she is going through. So sympathy and empathy are different. If you have good interpersonal skills, you automatically become empathetic. The third type of soft skills, the third category is personal effectiveness. And this is time management. That is something which we all know. Even if we are not working outside, we know even at home, there are a lot of things which have to be managed and they have to be done on time. Breakfast has to be on time. Children have to be sent to school on time. The husband has to leave for office on time. So time management, we all learn automatically in our families. Adaptability. Now, adaptability is the ability to make yourself comfortable in whatever situation you are. Even if you're not comfortable, at least you know how to go through a particular situation. So you adapt yourself to the circumstances and situations. And the most important is self-motivation. There are so many times when people are not there to motivate us. So we have to be our self-motivators, right? Like I started off with my YouTube videos, nobody motivated as such. But then when I started off, then people have been very, very helpful and they've been very encouraging. So it's a good thing which I started and I was self-motivated. I am self-motivated. Okay. So now we come to discuss communication skills. As discussed earlier, active listening skills are key to effective communication. Communication is a two-way process. It's not that we just have to continue talking and speaking because the other person also has his or her own perspective. So we have to listen to that person. Communication is give and take. You speak and you listen. So, like I said earlier, also, we usually listen to retaliate, but we should listen to understand. So, if somebody is talking to us, there are lots of people who know you can understand. They interfere, they interrupt. So, an active listener is the one who listens without interrupting speech of the person who is talking, waits for him or her to finish, and then asks his own questions. Then he or she asks for clarifications in case there is doubt. So, active listening and listening to understand are those key, you can say, points to remember when we talk about communication skills. Yes. Now, this again is something which we all need to understand. Problem solving skills. Life is full of problems, domestic and, of course, in the office. So, this at present, I'm going to refer to your workplace. Problem solving skills, they involve analyzing data, identifying patterns, and making informed decisions. Okay, to put it simply, now we see so many puzzles or so many problem questions which are given to us just to gauge how good we are at reasoning and analysis. So they could be picture questions also. They could be something related to language. So this involves first you understand. Analyzing data means you understand what kind of a problem is being given to you. Then you identify the pattern. Okay, the key to it is given in this way. So the answer should be something on this pattern. And then you make an informed decision. Then you make a decision which is based on a certain logic. It's not an illogical kind of decision which you make. So this problem solving skill, it makes you think logically, critically, and creatively. So every person who is going out to work, or even if he or she stays at home, he must have problem solving skills. Next, we come to time management. As I mentioned earlier, time management is very, very important because if you do not do a certain thing on time, it is as good as not being done. Like we have an examination, you have 3 hours for it. If you finish it after 3 hours, 15 minutes, they won't even collect your copy. So an examination has to be finished within those 300 and how many? 180 minutes, right? 16 to 3. So within those 3 hours. So any work which is completed after the time limit is over, it holds no importance. We must learn to do things on time. If I call somebody on lunch and I make food by dinner time, it's no point calling people because they come for lunch, but they won't have anything to eat. So this was, of course, a very funny and very not a very good example, but yes, any work which is not completed on time is as good as not done. So we must learn to prioritize our tasks. We must have realistic goals. Okay, I'm sure you all understand realistic goals, a goal which can be achieved. And of course, we must have a list of what we have to do in a particular day. So this will help you to become more organized and more productive. Leadership skills. Now, this again is something which we all must understand. Now, leadership doesn't only stand for leading by example. Of course, that is important. You have to lead by giving your own personal example. You have to motivate people. You have to bring talent to the fore. But the most important leadership skill is to make more leaders. You have to go sometimes, or someday we have to retire. So any leader who produces more leaders is the most effective kind of leader. So a good leader has to be a person with effective communication. He should know how to delegate duties and then to take a feedback. He or she should be able to motivate his team and of course help in problem solving, or at least give them cues. The team has to be given some kind of clues or hints how to become more better at problem solving. Leaders need to build trust. They have to trust their people. They have to trust their team. They have to empower their team and, of course, lead by example. But the underlining factor is that they must be able to produce more and more leaders. The last point for today is emotional intelligence. We all are aware of cognitive intelligence or the cognitive domain of our brain. But emotional intelligence is again very important because we are all human beings. It is the ability to identify, understand, and manage one's emotions. That is, some of us are very, very emotional. You know, if we are happy, we'll show it. If we are angry, we show it. We don't learn to balance our emotions. This is not a very positive kind of attitude. We must have the ability to control our emotions. We must identify. We must understand that the situation is about to become bad, or it could be something which may turn into something bad. So we must make ourselves ready. And before the explosion takes place, we must gain control of our emotions. And it's not just our emotions, we should be able to control the emotions of other people as well. This is our emotional intelligence, which is very different from our cognitive intelligence, right? So this is another important soft skill. Now, to end this session, the importance of soft skills in workplace. I've said that it's important everywhere, whether or not you're working. But now, in particular, if we talk about the workplace, it is very important to have your team which is good at soft skills. Like communication, teamwork, problem solving, and adaptability are very essential for the success of the workplace as a whole. These soft skills, they improve productivity and give job satisfaction. So this is why we need to have our employees who are good at soft skills. So thank you, my dear friends, for listening patiently and learning about the importance and types of soft skills. I'll stop sharing. So here we are. Here we are at the end of this particular session. I hope I've been able to drive the point home why and how these soft skills are important for all of us. So till the next video, it's bye-bye. I'm signing off for today. Good night. Have a wonderful Saturday and Friday. Wishing you a wonderful weekend. Bye-bye.